The biggest difference in golf is I'm bending from my hips forward, almost like I'm going down to pick up the golf ball or to touch the club head. And that's different from other sports, but that gives me the orientation towards the ground that I can move these arms and the club underneath my body with some power. Hey everyone, in this video we're going to go over how to get proper posture in golf. I'm going to explain to you what an athletic position or posture in golf is all about, and then I'm going to give you a fantastic drill to help you get into that perfect posture each and every time. But before we get to that, I've really enjoyed bringing this free content to you, and our YouTube community, it's growing, and that's fantastic. It's very exciting. And I want it to continue to grow, and you can help me with that. And the way you can help me is by sharing this content with your friends, liking this video when it's over, subscribing to my YouTube channel, and the easiest way to do that is click on that little red box in the corner of this video, and then comment. All right, so everybody's good with their grip. Now we're going to move on to posture. And what I like to see in posture is an athletic motion, or excuse me, an athletic position, because golf is a sport. It's not a game. Even though people call it a game, it's a sport and it requires an athletic movement. So I need to get in an athletic position to create this. And when I say an athletic position, what I'm talking about is feet shoulder width apart, or I like to use hip width because it's easier for me to see my hips than it is my shoulders. Little bend in your knees, and then your hands under your shoulders. And I'm going to give you 3 checkpoints with your posture here in just a moment. I'm also going to give you a drill to get into good posture each and every time. So from down the line, again, I got my feet about shoulder width apart, hip width apart, little bend in my knees, and my hands are dangling from my shoulders. The biggest difference in golf is I'm bending from my hips forward, almost like I'm going down to pick up the golf ball or to touch the club head. And that's different from other sports, but that gives me the orientation towards the ground that I can move these arms and the club underneath my body with some power. All right, so let's look at the 3 checkpoints that I look for when I'm teaching a student when it comes to posture. So the first thing is, as they set up, I'm going to make sure that their hands are right underneath their shoulders. The next thing I'm going to look for is that there's adequate spacing between their hands and their body. I don't want to see the hands in here. I don't want to see them way out here. So as those hands are dangling, adequate position, distance between the legs and the hands. And then the last thing I look for is I want to see the feet right underneath the ball of the hip joint, which the ball of my hip joint is right about here. I drop that club down. You can see it's about to the middle of my feet. So those are 3 great checkpoints. If you get in front of a mirror, you can either do it yourself or have somebody help you out. Take an alignment stick, take a golf club, and just check those 3 checkpoints I just gave you. Now, how about a drill? How can I get into athletic posture every time? And again, when these new golfers come to me, what I do with them is I'll have them take their club and just put it on the side of their body, just rest it against their hip, and I ask them to put their hands on their kneecaps, and I want them very slowly to raise up until their fingertips just touch the top of their kneecap, and then they drop their hands out in front of them. And that'll get me pretty close, if not perfectly, to the position that I want to be in posture-wise to hit a golf ball. I'll just show you that very quickly from face on as well. So you see I start with feet or hip width apart, start with my hands on my knees. I'm raising up very slowly until my fingertips just touch the top of my kneecaps. I drop my hands in front of me, and if you have a club with you, you can bring that club back around, and there I go. A very athletic posture to strike a golf ball. So now you understand posture. You have 3 checkpoints to help you get into an athletic posture, and a wonderful drill that will assure you're there each and every time. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I have 2 more here right now that I promise will continue to help you improve your game. And remember, please like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and comment.